What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Tap that like button on the way in. Tap that like button on the way in. Tap that button on the way in. Shout out to Shadow Slayer, the best moderator on YouTube. Yo, I gotta show Shadow Slayer some love, yo, cause don't you know this guy goes to school and somehow, some way, he always seems to make time to moderate my lives, man. I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, keep grinding, man. He a real one. We got 25 in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in if you just walked in. Yeah, I'm seeing 18 likes, 25 people watching. Yeah, let's hit the like button, y'all. So we got about 25, 23. All right. Making sure everything good, you guys. All right. Got my stuff in order. All right, that's what's up, man. Hey, yeah, don't ever make moderating my show priority over your work, man. But I appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I see you, man. I see you, man. That's what's up. I appreciate you. All right, so I don't want to waste too much time, guys. Um, if you guys have any questions for the couple, um, I would prefer I would prefer to stop for super chats because I actually have quite a few questions. Because y'all know how I feel about Latina women. So, all right. So we got about 24. All right, cool. We pretty good on the likes. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in our guest. All right, you guys. So without further ado, we are gonna bring in Eric and Belle. All right. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Y'all good?
Loud and
Yes.
clear. Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you guys for coming on. And I was I've been really been looking forward to this. I know it kind of took us a while to kind of catch up. And speaking of Latinas, hey, hey, Miss Darling, I'm like that's my YouTube wife right there. So the first obvious question, like exactly how did you guys meet and how did that all come about, and where are you guys from? We'll start there. Like
Okay.
where are y'all from and how did y'all meet?
Okay. So we'll reverse that a little bit and kind of fit that. So we're gonna start where we're from.
Okay.
So she is from. Let me make sure I got this right because I've been practicing this and I've been meaning to tell you.
Okay.
Barranquilla,
Barranquilla. Oh
Barranquilla,
Lord.
Colombia is where she's from,
Okay.
and then I'm from Kansas City, Missouri,
Okay.
and I got a little beef with you with the Cincinnati Bengals, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Because I was thinking like, oh my God, this man did say he a Chiefs fan and he's from Kansas City. I'm like, oh, I hope he ain't gonna hate me. Because I'm like, man, my Bengals did their thing, man. We came up short, but that was a hell of a run. Like, no,
Yeah.
nobody, we didn't see it coming, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah, and it's still love for Cincinnati because
yeah.
I have an old Ocho Cinco jersey that he signed when he was here in Kansas City playing
Oh,
soccer. So I don't have any. I don't have no. I got some love for Cincinnati. It's all good with that. It's
yeah,
all just a sport.
yeah. I met him I met him a couple times. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah,
I
he
think,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, Chad Johnson. So to get into how we met is interesting, and I don't know if people are gonna probably believe this or not because it's something that we know happened. Is that we met on eHarmony. And it was,
Wow.
yes, eHarmony is where we actually met. And yeah, we were both on there. And I mean, I can give you a rundown of kind of how it went, but
Yeah,
I,
yeah. Please
okay.
tell me. I'm
So
shocked because I'm already shocked.
so
Okay.
the funny thing is though is that eHarmony you were almost done with your account. Your account was almost over. It was
Yes,
almost,
it was a month
yeah.
before uh, my subscription was end.
Yeah, and then
Yes,
hers was a month, mine was a couple of more months.
yes.
And I just got on there and I just had the attitude of if I meet somebody, I meet somebody. If I don't, I don't. And I'm not gonna, have this fear of being by myself. I've already overcome that. And I said, if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. And I happened to see her profile because they use algorithms with eHarmony. You have to take a personality assessment to determine kind of where you're at with someone so they can determine if you're a match or not. It's unlike any other matching service, at least that I know of, that really does that. And it costs. So that people are there. They're there for a reason because you got to come out the pocket for this. It's not light either. You talking about some money. So with that, I happened to see hers because hers came over as her profile came over as a match. And when that happened, I looked at her and I was just like, oh dang. I was like, I said, I don't even know if she's gonna hit me back. But she was her listing was New York. It wasn't Columbia
Mhm.
because that's where her mom stays and some of her family stays. And she was already here at one point, and then she went back to Barranquilla by the time we connected. So I sent her a message, and I just was straight up and said, "Here's what I'm looking for, and everything else in between." And then next, what you responded.
Well, just I received the email, the notification from the app, and I just read the message, and I was like just interested in the how our score of matching was because
Mm-hmm.
it was high. And then I start just looking his profile and his likes and dislikes, and I just get that we have so much things in common. And then I answer the message, and then after that we just interchange WhatsApp numbers.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, you got to say the first part.
What
So,
was the
so this is
first
the
one?
key part, Rome. This is the key part. The
Okay.
key part was I thought she was in New York, so I
Uh-huh.
was just because I want to make sure I set the stage here because
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily looking for someone from another country,
Mhm.
but
Right.
I just said, well, ain't nothing going on here in Kansas City, so I might as well expand my net a little bit wider.
Right.
And
Why
New
not?
York, I mean, New York was it. And then she said, hold on a second. She said, before we get into this,
Mhm.
she said, I'm in Barranquilla, Colombia.
I'm not in New York anymore.
Yeah, she didn't think I was gonna.
I came back to Barranquilla. I told
Yeah,
you that.
she thought I was gonna just end the conversation and say, "Well, you're out of the country." But I did a quick Google search to see are we in the same time zone,
Yes.
and we're in the same time zone. So I said, "Keep this party going," and that's how it worked.
Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm over here thinking you probably did what a lot of these guys are doing, and like, and they just took a trip somewhere they never been to before, met somebody, and wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So okay. Wow. I
That's
mean, no,
shocking.
because
That
I
was
mean,
that. It was
no, because I
almost the
mean,
same for us.
well, because it kind of made me. It's almost like as if I don't want to say I want to change my line of questioning, but I am okay. Okay, let me ask.
It's in shock.
Let me ask you guys this. If y'all don't mind, if y'all don't want to answer, I understand.
Yeah.
Um, how old are you?
I'm.
How young are we?
Yeah. How
How
young?
young are
How
we?
young are we? Is a better way.
Oh, how young are you?
I'm 48.
And I'm 46.
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, see, you got to understand. Reason why I asked that question, especially when it comes to Latin women, I'm starting to learn that I literally have to add about, or should I say, nah. Usually, it's either I don't know. It seems like I'm always off 10 years because
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to notice that they age like just like we do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, so for example, like Miss Darlene here. When I did an interview with her, she told me she was 57. I was like, that's crap.
Yeah, we
Ain't
saw
no
that.
way. I was like, ain't no way she's 57. I'm like,
Yeah.
but yeah. And I mean, seriously, 48. I'm like, you look younger than that. So I'm like, yeah.
You look younger.
And the
Yeah.
guy from last night, 49. I'm over here thinking he's my age. I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? Okay, so my question for you, Eric.
All
Well,
right.
this question is for both of y'all. I want to get both of y'all opinion about it.
Mhm.
Um, as far as dating, modern dating, like as you see it right now, in your opinion, what do you think? What kind of state is in?
Mm.
Like just your overall opinion.
Oh man, I feel like it's trash. I'm just gonna say it. I feel like dating is trash right now. It's not like it used to be. I mean, I practically had just said I'm done with dating and was gonna go in full monk mode until I met her. I mean, I had no interest.
Well, for me, it was like I wasn't dating. Just I was just working and just doing my things because I was like, no, I don't want to try. I don't want to lose my time. And then I was, it's like a harmony. It was my last. It was my last option,
Hmm.
and I was like, just like him. Well, if I find the person, I'm gonna just continue with this. If not, well, I tried.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was bad though, Rome. It was just to the point where I mean, I'd stopped looking in Kansas City because I just couldn't find anybody that uh was represented what I was looking for. And I don't think I'm asking for much. Like most brothers, I don't think I'm asking for much. The
Right.
tragedy of the situation though is that when you have a good brother that's doing his thing and taking care of business and not out there thugging and not out there doing all kind of crazy stuff, it's just like you get rejected faster than anybody else. So I just say, you know what, hey, that's cool. I said, because I know who I am, and I'm okay. I'm okay chilling in my house. Like I said, my house because I own my house. I'm okay driving my car. I'm okay doing my thing. So that's cool. And I said, if I would like to meet someone to share this with, and uh, by the grace of God, I did. But I was at the point where I just like I'm not going to settle, and I'm not going to sit up here and submit to something that is not me and who doesn't represent what I want. I'm not. And I said, if that means me being alone, okay, I'm cool with that.
Yes, it was like we were just in the same kind of thinking, both of us.
Okay. Okay, I'm like, okay, because that's the vibe that I'm starting to get from you too. It seemed like y'all were just kind of on the same page before y'all even met. So I'm like, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Um, so Eric, were you always um in the Latinas, or did it just kind of work out this way?
Ah.
She knows the stories. but let, but let because I mean I'm straight up. It's one of the things I said going into a relationship. I'm going to be honest and straight up, and I'm not going to hide anything because I mean if you accept me, you accept me. So for me, yes, I've had a thing for I've been partial to Latinas, but it wasn't until I got my first experience with a
Hey, I'm
Boricua.
the Eric. I'm the last person to judge you. I am brutally honest with my people. I am
Mhm.
obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with them. And I have no shame in it. So continue, please continue.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing is that I wasn't necessarily looking for someone from another country, but I
Right,
was looking for a Latina. That's
right.
what I was looking for because I had an experience with the Mexicana and it didn't work out. And I always tell Belle, I dodged. I believe things have to happen in order for other things to happen. That's how it's my philosophy in life. Even if it's bad, good, or indifferent, it's not what happens to you; it's what's happening for you. So that's how I
Right.
look at things. It's what happened for you. And I knew I had to have that experience with a Mexicana to get me to her because now I know what's up. But I've always kind of had this, I guess you could say this attraction to Latinas after experiencing my first. I had a really good relationship with a Puerto Rican woman who passed away, and from there it was just like that was my calling.
Um, okay. All right. So that's gonna turn me to Bill. In your opinion, what do Latinas think of Black American men?
Well, first time I talked to Eric, I remember that was one of your questions. If is my family has some problem with him being a black man, and it was like, no. I mean, we are like a mix of races. I am black and indigenous, and in Colombia we are just a mix, and I don't have any problems. Me, my family neither. And this was like I always have think color is not important. It's just your heart and the way you treat other people.
Right. Right. I agree. I'm like, yeah, because I never really hear anything negative because, like you said, I know There's from what I hear, plenty of Afro Latinas and Latinos in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Venezuela, I'm hearing. I was actually just watching a Ace Live show where he was interviewing Afro Argentinians.
Yeah, we were watching that
Yes,
last night.
we
Matter of fact.
worship that.
So I was like, it was like over an hour long, and Eric, I'm like glued in because I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
it's blowing my mind that I'm like, all I'm thinking to myself is, you think about the kind of racism that we're dealing with in the U.S., but I'm like, it's nothing compared to what they're dealing with down there. They're literally trying to erase them from existence.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
Yeah,
crazy to me. So
I
I'm
had the same feeling. I had the same feeling, like exactly the same place you were at.
right.
And I have just when Eric explained, or I have seen some racism here. It's like I we don't see that kind of things in our country. I mean, I'm not gonna say there is not any kind of racism, but we have, but it's not the same than
Mm-hmm.
here because we are used to have black people or brown people. We don't say black in Colombia. We said morenos. We
Yeah,
don't say black. We say
yeah,
morenos.
yeah. I'm
Uh,
familiar with that time.
and even when you use that word, they don't feel you are being disrespectful with them because they know that all of us have black blood in our heritage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was one of the things, Rome, I guess the reason why I was really pushing you. We were pushing you to go to Colombia, is the coast area, though, because I mean, if you've watched Ace Live, and it sounds like you have, he actually had a Palinki. Am I saying that right?
Palenque, sí,
Palinki, yeah, who is of Afro descendant, that the
Afro
heritage
descendant.
of slaves that went through the Caribbean. So if you look from Barranquilla to
Mhm,
Cartagena,
Cartagena, sí.
you have, I mean, it's a strong population.
Right.
And so when one of the first questions I asked her, because I'm an ignorant American, I said, "Are there black people in Colombia?" And she kind of laughed and said, "Let me show you." And she sent me pictures, and then I went on YouTube,
Mhm,
and I'm not kidding. There's brothers down there that look like me and you. They
Oh
yes.
yeah.
just speak Spanish, and
Yep.
I was taken aback, and I said, this is how ignorant I am as an American." And I've traveled. I just haven't traveled to South America
Right.
to know, and it just got me excited about the history, and I just was upset because I was like, we have history, we got our people there, but we don't even know about it. I'm
Right.
just finding out about this.
Right.
And most of our culture is just African. Our carnival from Barranquilla Carnival, that's black music, black rhythm. Do you say
Rhythm, yep,
hmm
rhythm, the beat, and everything
the
else.
beats
Hmm.
and then the kind of music, the spicy thing that we have on the coast.
Yeah, yeah. That's why we say go. That's why we're pushing you to Barranquilla, because we think it's a lot of people don't talk about Barranquilla. They talk about Medellin, and no shade to Medellin, no shade to Cali.
Mhm.
But if you really want to, people forget about the upper coast. That's where it's at.
Yeah. 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 And I was the another reason why I was considering Barranquilla and Cartagena, like you said, on the coast, is because I know seems like a lot of Venezolanas seem to be in that area
Sí.
too. So it's definitely a nice mix, and like you said, a lot of Afro Latinas up there. So it's tough. It's tough. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. Let me read some of these super chats right quick before I miss them.
Mhm.
Um, Devoted 7 Gaming with the $1.99 said, "I love to see it. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." Let's see. Original Man 50 with the $2 super sticker. Thank you for that, sir. See, Original Man 50 with the $5 super chat. Said the racists tried to whiten South America but failed. South America has the greatest population of black
Yeah.
people outside of Africa. Yeah, that is actually
Mhm.
a statistical fact, Original
That
Man
is a
50.
fact.
Mhm.
That is something that I've actually
Mhm.
displayed on my channel. And don't you know, I still had women coming at me for that, Eric. I was like, so I'm like, see, and this is some, and I don't know if you noticed this, Belle, but we have this thing with these women here, where I don't know. It seems like even a statistical fact isn't doesn't
Is
matter
it
anymore.
enough? Yeah.
It isn't enough. And I'm thinking to
Yeah.
myself, like, I mean, matter of fact, Eric, Brazil alone has more black people than what we do in the States.
Hmm.
That's not even including the rest of the black
That's
population. That's
right.
not, so that's crazy, and
And
and it's
that's
and it's still not enough.
and that's one of the things that I like about you. We were talking about you. We ever since we got on your channel, and I'm gonna do what Richie Mack did for you. I'm gonna give you your roses right now before I forget.
I
But
appreciate
you were one that we kind of connected to the most, and it was not because everybody else is not real. It's just the fact that it just seemed like you were really in tune and where you started from. We got a chance to see kind of where you started from and growing your channel, and it just
Oh,
said that's the kind of cat. I always look at it like that's the kind of cat I would hang out with, because if we were going to back to Body Kia and you said you wanted to come, we would make sure you were taken care of, because it's just because of the energy you have, just because of the
Sorry, Papa.
no, don't worry about it, Mom. The vulnerability that you have, you're just so real, because a lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable, and you have been
right.
vulnerable on your channel. You have shown the real side of you, and so that's what I appreciate. That's what we appreciate, is your realness. So I want to
Thank
give you your roses and say keep doing what you're doing, because you got supporters right here in Kansas City, no doubt.
Yes.
thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, that's one of the things that I think that's really like helped my channel take off. But I've always been like that from the beginning with the transparency.
Hmm.
But I think like once I started like um, kind of like how what's the word I'm like well growing into what it is now.
Hmm.
Because like I get a lot of comments on my music, and then the comedic timing with the sound effects, and
Funny.
it's like I think it's been like a combination of everything, but the transparency I think overall is and I just I don't I just I can't do that. I can't do
Hmm.
the I don't know what it is. It's just something that bothers me when people can't just be like honest. Well, I don't
Hmm.
want to say honest, but I mean I don't want to keep using the word transparency over and over again,
Hmm.
but you know what I mean? I think that's just what really got me over. Because I don't really think you see a whole lot of other people doing it.
Well, I
Um,
would say you're genuine and authentic. That's what I would
yeah,
say.
okay.
You're
Yeah,
very genuine.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, let's see. Um, I lost my train of thought.
Can I answer that question? I noticed that we didn't answer that question from your moderator, Shadow Slayer.
Oh yeah, yes, please. Oh,
The question was, did we meet in New York?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, we didn't meet
oh,
in New York. Her parents, her mother and her family, elements of her family, they live in New York. And then
oh,
she went there first, and then she came to Kansas City. And that was after,
oh,
a lot of time of us video chatting, talking, and everything else in between.
oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so how long were y'all dating before y'all got married? But yeah, before y'all got married recently.
What time is it? No, no,
That's gonna be unbelievable.
no, 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 we met, and this is realness. This is realness. We met in April, and
Yes.
we talked for all the way up until July, video chat, all that other stuff. We were on the phone. We were just being honest with each other. This is the thing that is different with us, is that we came in without the fear of believing that if we didn't find someone, our life was over. So we came in just being real with each other and honest, and saying this is what it is, and this is how I am, this is who she is. And then we came together in July, and and ever since. And then we got married just a couple of weeks ago, because we knew this was right.
Wow. Okay.
This is She's my person. She is my person.
And you know what? Oh, see, yeah, see, Belle, I saw that. See that right there. See, Shadow Slayer. Cause see, Shadow Slayer, that's my moderator. He always getting on me about wanting to go to Thailand with his obsession with Asian women.
Hmm.
But you saw that affection right there. That right there is why I like Latin women. Like the little simple things like that. I don't know what it is, but you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that because I remember when before Kevin Samuels passed away, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Definitely.
He was always saying how it really shouldn't take you that long to know if this is somebody that you want to marry. So I'm not gonna be one of those guys that's like, oh no, that was too fast. I mean, because I don't know what it is, but even before Kevin Samuels ever said that, I always kind of thought that way.
Mm-hmm.
But when we live in this country where we're just kind of like programmed not to think that way. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, but
Yeah.
hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
Y'all,
Thank you.
you get no kickback from me on that. When you know, you know.
You know.
That's
It's
true.
I equate it to like buying a house. When I was buying a house, my realtor buying our house now because this is our house. When I was buying this house, my realtor said, when you find a house, you'll know it by the feeling you have. I can't describe it. I can't tell you what it's going to be like because it varies from person to person, but you will know it when you feel it. So when I walked in this house, I felt that feeling. That's why I bought it. That's the very same feeling that I had with Belle.
Yes.
So I knew right then and there. I said, "This is her. She's it." And plus, any woman that will tolerate my love for football and then
Go Chief.
try to learn it because she's a Chiefs fan now, and try to learn it.
Hey, yo, hey, what do I
It's like
tell y'all? And
yes,
this
when
is
we
something that
start. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Go
Sorry,
ahead, Bill.
sorry, sorry. It's
Go
like
ahead, Bill.
when we start chatting,
Mm-hmm.
every time we interact with some kind of topics,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that it's like, okay, I used to ask him, are you real?
Mm-hmm.
Are you real? I just one then we start just video chat,
Yep.
and we talk for hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes you remember the weekends that we spend just without sleep.
I told her, I said, we can't keep doing this because we would literally go all
Yes.
night. I said, I am not 25 anymore. I said,
Usually on Fridays.
yep.
Oh wow, yeah. Cause yeah. Speaking of which, cause I was just about to say, cause I can see what Marvell with the $5 super chat says. Woman with the accent like that, bruh. Lord have mercy. Respect, brother. Thanks for being a guest. Great couple. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like that. I'm like that accent will probably keep me up all night too. Hold on. Original man 50 with the $5 super chat. Kevin tried to save us in the West. The haters rejoiced at his passing, and now brothers are getting and using their passports. Yeah, you're right about that. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta say, I don't, you know, thank you for the super chats, you guys. Speaking of which, you know what I mean? That's really for me, like personally and on my channel, that was like the turning point for me because like I try to tell people like if you look back at like my catalog, that after the death of Kevin Samuels, that's when you start to see more. Eventually, you start seeing more of this expanding your options, getting a passport, traveling overseas,
Mm-hmm.
seeing what else is out there. Like that's when I really started like opening Pandora's box because when I saw the reaction from women who look like me, I was just kind of like mind blown, like because in the back of my, I don't know about you, Eric, but I'm thinking to myself, this man had over 1.5 million subscribers. Most of them are women. You mean to tell me he didn't have a positive effect at all? You don't
Right.
think he was trying to do something positive in this world just because you didn't like the delivery? When in reality, all it really was just it was just him being old school. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm 37. I grew up around that. So when I was watching Kevin Samuels, it was like watching my dad or watching my grandfather. So I didn't think twice about it. But I
Mm-hmm.
think it just goes to show you like how coddled um, especially the younger generation is, in particular women. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with Kevin Samuels Bell,
Oh
but
yeah.
okay. So,
Oh yeah.
like, did y'all see the reactions from women,
Hmm.
and what are y'all thoughts on that? What do y'all think?
Well, it's. I mean, I used to just we watched them together, and it just was like, wow. I mean, he delivered the truth, and I think a lot of people had a hard time swallowing that pill. And then I think after some of them thought about it, they came around. That's what it appeared to be on some of his shows. But the thing about it that just I just didn't quite get was I didn't quite understand why if we're in this mode of where we're just asking for a little bit of respect and allow us to lead the house, allow us to do that. We're not trying, I mean, we're not trying to say, I think the confusion is, and we talk about this, it's I think the confusion is that we want, when we say the word submissive or we say cooperative, that we mean that we want them licking our sandals and licking our knees and bowing down us. That's not what it's about. It's just it's just allowing us to do our job as men. And then and it doesn't mean that we're not going to help out around the house. It doesn't mean we're not going to pick up a dish rag and wash dishes. It doesn't mean we're not going to sweep the floor, but just allow us to do our job. And one thing that we practice in our relationship, in our marriage now, is one of the things is do not add and subtract to what I give you. Don't add or subtract to it. Just take it for what it is. Because I'm not coming from an angle. I'm just telling you what's up. I'm not looking to add or subtract. Don't do that to me, and we good. And we've talked about this. So when Kevin passed, we came on the back end because I hadn't heard of Kevin until after he passed away.
Oh
So
wow.
we started catching up, and we it made sense to us. And I grew up in a broken home. I
Oh,
mean, I could not begin to ask my mother about a relationship because that didn't exist because I grew up in a broken home.
wow. Okay. All right. So I'm like, so Belle, what did you think? Like, did you see women's reactions and what the
Well,
negative reactions in particular?
no, sometimes I am like surprised. It's really the way the woman react with their couples, their husband. Is that real? Is for me is not common, no? Because we are as a Latin woman, we are not raised to do that. Even and I have heard some of the comments of the women that are against that movement, that we are like poor with any knowledge, any nothing. And I was like, no, that's not true. We are just well educated women. And even when you get knowledge and get some degrees, that doesn't mean that you are not being able to take care of your husband, your kids, your family, your house. That's something that is in our culture. And then for me, it's like, how can those things can be happen here, even when I'm not a submissive woman, submissive, but we don't like to use
Yeah, we
that
use
word.
cooperative.
We use cooperative.
Cooperative, yeah.
That's the word that we prefer to use, because when you use that word, some woman, those against of the movement thinks that we are maids, and we are not maids. I mean, we take care of our house and our kids and our husband because that's the way we show love. That's the way we show our love to the people that we uh, have in our family. That's, I
Right.
mean, he is my husband now. And when we start dating, I remember that I text you, puppy, are you okay? Did
Hmm.
you eat?
Hmm.
Are you working now? Are you still working?
Yep.
It's like, it was like, I didn't feel that we were in different countries.
No, no, we never felt like that. Yeah.
No.
We felt like we were right next door to each other. We just couldn't go across the street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, because I'm like everything that she just mentioned, like have you eaten? Have you done? We're not used to that over here.
And at the beginning, can you tell that,
Yeah,
puppy?
she wants me to say that. Rome,
Yes,
you're right.
please.
And I'm gonna say this because you're right. And I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to her fixing me meals like every like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to her washing my clothes. I wasn't used to her cleaning the house and taking care of stuff around the house. I wasn't used to any of that. So it was kind of hard at first because I just wasn't used to it. And I had to start asking myself, I said, wait a minute, hold on. This is a part of her culture. This is a part of her culture. Let me accept this and let me join in with her because we're a team. I don't know how other couples see it, but we're a team.
Right.
And
Right.
so that's how we work. We have roles that we play within our team, just like a
Exactly.
sports team does.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my
Speaking of which,
goodness.
I have a question from Global Passport Crew. Um, $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Said
Oh.
question for Eric. Said, have you visited Colombia and what was your impression of her family?
So to answer that question, I'll tell you this. I have not visited Colombia yet, but I intend to go because her brother's there, and I do want to get a piece of her culture firsthand. I don't want to just ignore her part of the world. So we're definitely going to go to Barranquilla. Her family. Let me tell you something. I love her family.
Mm,
And her family did not hesitate to bring me in and embrace me and make me feel like I was something special.
mm.
And that was the greatest feeling in the world when her sister, she has two other sisters and a brother. And her brother was the last person to accept me. I expect that from her brother.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
That's given. That's a given.
Right.
The sisters though, they came in and they talked to me, and even one of her sister's kids, I'm really cool with, and we have a relationship. And her mother, oh man, let me tell you, Madre, yeah, I told Madre, I pulled a line from a baby boy when I told her, I said, Madre, I think I love you more than I love Belkis, because without you, she wouldn't be here.
Oh my goodness.
So
Wow.
we have this really cool relationship. I mean, she is everything to me, and I know this. I'm just gonna say this because some people actually know what I'm talking about with this. Is that they always say to look at the mother to kind of give you an indication of the future. Her mother is drop dead gorgeous. I said, Madre, thank you, thank you.
I believe it too. I'm really not surprised. I'm really not. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got another super chat. Intech One, the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Says salute to the guests. Are they living in Colombia? Well, okay. First of all, let me say this, cause,
They are.
I don't want Belle to kill you, bro. But Colombia is spelled with two O's, not an O and a U. Belle, I learned my lesson one time. That's all it took. They said, it's not spelled like that. I was like, okay, okay. I, yo, I'm
I
telling you,
understand that is the correct way
hey,
you say when you're typing and
Yeah, when you type in and stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
Belle, I thought she was gonna hit me across the head with a chicleta. I'm telling you.
La
Yeah,
chancleta, la
for
chancla
real.
voladora.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, all right. Whoa, okay, another super chat. Let's see here. Original Man 50 with the $10 super chat. Let us continue to debunk the myths of the roles of women outside of North America. The majority of foreign women do not come from underdeveloped societies and are not, I'll say, pros. They are
Hmm.
Mhm.
weak. Um,
Yes.
that, yes,
It's
that
true.
is something that I have been trying to debunk as well. And speaking of which, because um, yes, because Bill, I would love to get your opinion on this because this is something that I'm starting to notice in this space since I've been on YouTube, and it's really getting under my skin. In your opinion, why do you think American women are naive about not only the culture of women from other countries, foreign women, but why do they why do they think all of you are just like these? They act like you guys just live in huts or something. Like, why do you think these women think like that? In your opinion?
Do you want to answer that?
No, I mean, we've talked about this before.
Yes, it's like it's something that I really get upset, mad. I don't know what kind of word use, because it's like degrading for
Yeah,
us.
degrading. Yeah,
Degrading for us.
yeah.
It's. I mean, they generalize,
Mm-hmm.
um, and they think that just because we are some kind of extrovert personalities, or maybe because we are married with their men,
Mm-hmm.
they believe that we are stealing something or someone. But it's not like that. It's just the way we treat our husband, our partner.
Yeah.
And they feel that we don't value ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's we talked about this because if you look at some of the stereotypes that go along with this, one
Mm-hmm.
of the things we watch, we're modern, we love watching Modern Family and Gloria because Gloria, the actress Sofia
Sofia
Vergara,
Vergara.
Oh
she is
yeah,
from
yeah,
Barranquilla.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say she's from yeah. I did.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it was Barranquilla, but I knew she was from
Um,
Colombia. Okay.
yep.
Yes.
And so when I see these stereotypes emerge, I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, my wife has a college degree. She has a full bachelor's degree. She was an educator, and her sisters all have college degrees,
Engineers and teachers.
engineers and teachers. And I'm just like, okay, so wait a minute, what? And Gloria, we this is an inside joke for us. Is I'll say, you mean in your village? Because that's how people think. Oh, everybody was
Mm-hmm.
raised in a village. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
have running water. They didn't have any technology. They didn't have any
Right.
schooling. Just like, oh, what do you? What?
Like it's crazy. I'm like oh man, it really blows my mind, and I think one of the reasons why is because I mean all they really got to do is just go. You can literally just go on YouTube and find out for yourself. I mean, and I've said this on my channel before, just like you said. I'm like your wife is educated. I've said on this channel before. I'm like y'all do realize that quite a few of these women are educated. I'm like they're not what y'all think. I'm like y'all really need. But you know what I mean. But and you know what somebody in the chat said it. In my opinion, you two, this is the reason why I think that why they act why they that's why they act like that.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I hate to be brutal like that, but in my opinion, I think that's what it comes down to because Belle, these women know what we want. They just don't want to give it to us, and that's why you're starting to. That's why this passport movement is growing. Um, Intech one with the $5 super chat. Apologize, knew it with an. You good, man? I'm like, I was just
We
trying to.
okay.
Hey, I was just trying to save you from getting your head chopped off, man. But second guess myself, foreign women are a way better option. When I make six figures, I'm going foreign. I'm like, see, that's the thing. Intech one, you don't need that.
You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
You
I'm like
don't.
that's the difference between. This is one of the things that I'm trying to stress on I'm like, bro, I'm like, I didn't name my channel Average Man Unplugged just because it sounds cool. I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm trying to get guys to understand you don't have to make that kind of money. You
You
really
don't.
don't. You really don't. I'm like, there are guys making half of that and they're living really good in these other countries. I mean, I'm see, I need to find there was a guy that was watching my channel and I need to find him because he was had access to a lot of remote jobs, and I'm trying to stress to other guys, y'all need to find these remote jobs. There was a guy that was reaching out to me that said he wanted a mentor, and he's going to Thailand and he's
Mm-hmm.
going to teach English as a way to make a living. So I'm like, there are definitely options, guys. Y'all just gotta put in the work. If you're a YouTuber, I got a YouTuber or two in my chat. If you're a YouTuber, there you go. There goes the remote income. So there's definitely ways to like I said, y'all guys, y'all really don't need six figures. Y'all really don't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but if you do, hey, more power to
Yeah.
you. So I'm like, yeah. So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all really like? I mean, because I know, like, especially in particular Latin women, they don't. I don't really get that vibe. Belle, like, do you come across that a lot? Like what do you think about that?
Oh,
Are you talking in terms of the materialistic nature, or are you talking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the materialistic nature, the whole six figures, and yeah.
well, yeah, we were talking about that. Remember that I told you they were talking. It was like a video what we were watching, and she said that she wants Louis Vuitton bags and all that
Oh
kind of things.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
was like, no, wait, I'm not like that. I just talk by me, but I try to generalize my friends around me, and we don't care about the brand. It's like you prefer. It's like the my birthday because we I celebrate my birthday this birthday here with
hmm
him, and it was the balloons, the cake.
hmm
He cooked dinner for me. We spent a nice day together with
hmm
my sons because I have two sons,
Okay,
and just the way he also um, interact with my boys.
okay.
And it's just that kind of little things that make love grows.
yeah, yeah,
That's the way you makes a relationship being better.
yeah. Her mother reemphasized this for me, and I know the brothers that are listening to this will get what I'm saying. Is that I had this mindset of thinking that, I mean, I make really good money. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not six figures, but I do pretty well. But I just have a lot going on, and I'm moving a lot of stuff. And I said I don't know if I can get her the ring that I wanted to get her because of the budget that I was trying to operate in. Her mother said it's not about that. Her mother told me straight up, it's not about that, because I was really worried about that. And her mom said, no, you get what's in your budget. And ultimately it's about the love. It's not about the ring.
Yes, that's my thing.
And so the way that I'm around in her family, they all operate from that same kind of thought process, that same mindset. And it doesn't mean that people don't want nice things, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
not the center of their attention
Yes, yes,
or the
Right,
center of their life.
yes.
right. Yeah, because that's one of the biggest differences that I'm starting to notice. And yeah, shout out to Miss Darlene. Yeah, there she go. She right on time. Yes, indeed. Little things mean the most. It's funny because when I interviewed her, another Latina, she literally said the same exact thing. It's the little things that they care
Hmm.
about, the little things more than anything. And I try to stress that so much because, and you want to know what's something, I don't know about you two, but I don't think women realize how powerful the little things matter to men as well.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
See.
um, words of affirmation, public affection, physical touch, love language, things like
Love
that.
Hmm.
language.
I
Hmm.
mean, I don't. It's almost like it's a lost art now, and
Hmm.
sometimes I wonder, have women become so programmed to like think that's like lame or not cool or something like I don't understand that because far as I can tell, like men still want that.
Hmm.
I'm like, do y'all see that as well, or am
Oh,
I tripping?
no, you're not tripping. You're not tripping. One of the things that I absolutely love, one of the many things that I love about Belle is the little things that she does for me. So you're absolutely right. I'll give you an example. Um, in a house, I can wash the car in the house in the garage because I have drains in the floor, so I can wash the car.
Right.
Every time that I've since she's been here, every time that I've washed the car, and it's been summertime, it's starting to cool down a little bit. Guess where she's at? She's in the garage with me, sitting there talking to me. When she don't have to do that, but she chooses to do that. When we're out on the patio and I'm watching TV and I'm watching sports, guess where she's at? She's out on the patio. I mean, those are the things that are important to me. I love the fact that she's right here, that she cares enough about me to say, not only do I want to share this time with you, but I want to talk to you during while we share this time. And we had some really deep conversations with just me washing the car and doing things. Heck, I mean, when I'm working, you come in. This is the office I work in. It's in our bedroom, and so when I'm working, she'll come in and she'll sit there and listen to me do my podcast, listen to me do stuff, and ask questions, and she's more involved. Rome, I'm gonna tell you, bro, I love that. I absolutely love that.
That's what's up. Like, I think I'm going to Colombia first, man. I gotta go.
You should do that. Every time
Great
you said
choice.
that you are gonna travel to Thailand, I said Eric, he should go to Colombia first. He's nearest
Yep.
and he's less expensive.
Yep.
He's gonna find more options,
Yep.
and it's like he prefers how do you say curvy girls?
No, he likes it. No, Rome. I've been noticing your style, so I
Oh,
know
I
oh yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry, but if
No,
you prefer that kind of, you know, that kind
curvy.
of curvy
The curve.
one,
Yeah.
you should go to Latin America.
Yeah.
oh yeah, because Eric was bragging about you in the chat last night. I was like, okay.
She was right
I was
there.
like, okay, then. I was like,
Yes.
oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. He
He
got
sees me
every.
with love eyes. I said I always used to say that he see me with love eyes.
No, no, no,
No,
Rome. No, I'm
papi.
serious, bro. I'm serious. Her mama said this, man. I'm not making this up. I feel like there should be a sound bite here. You can't make this up. Because her mama said this. She said, don't I try to do the madre voice.
Uh-huh.
Don't take Eric to Colombia because there's so many big booties there.
Oh, nah.
And
I got.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
I had to give you that one time. Oh man. Wow. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, and I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. That's all everybody talk about is how much of an abundance it is down there.
yeah, she
I'm
told
like,
she told me that.
wow,
Her
man.
Madre, her mother told me that. She told me she looked at me on a video chat and said, there are so many beautiful women there. Don't go.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got mine right here. I don't care.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
La
Yes.
familia es muy importante. Sí.
Total.
Yeah,
Um,
two sabes.
Ya tú sabes. Ya tú
said, you know
sabes.
what? And you know what? And that's a question that I wanted to ask you, Bill, because this is one of the main reasons, and outside of the obvious, why I like Latinas. Um, it's something that I've noticed, especially a big difference between our culture here in the U.S. How much y'all value family, and it's kind of I kind of want to kind of relates to what Eric was saying, how welcoming your family was of him when he met them for the first time. And like I've noticed, like even when I would watch Ace Live videos, how whenever he would meet these families and how welcoming they were. And
Sí.
I mean, like he would, you know what I mean? Like next thing you know, he's over here partying with them like he's known them for years. And I'm just in my mind, I'm thinking it's like there was a time where we used to be like that. I remember being 5, 6, 7 years old, and every year I looked forward to family gatherings because I knew, you know what I mean, I was just gonna be around loved ones, and it was just gonna be a vibe, and you know what I mean. And it was like I don't know, it's one of those things that I think is lost, and I just wanted to know. I'm like, is that something that, or Eric, is that something that you noticed, or have y'all see that difference as well?
You want to go? You want to answer that first?
Well, in our culture, family is important. I mean, it's like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I used to say, Eric, I know that we have that like program to just work and get things, nice things, but you can replace things. I mean, if you lost something, you can work harder and just get it again. But you can replace a human being. I mean, your family is the nearest person that you have, and you do everything for your family. You are always be there for your family. That doesn't mean that we are perfect, but it's like we always talk and be being careful about the other one.
Mm-hmm.
If he needs something, just call, say good morning, how is everything. if one of my niece is sick, how is he doing? How is the school with them? And we always talk. I talk with my mommy all mornings,
Yeah.
every morning.
Yeah, it's a connection. And I tell you, the best thing that I felt was when her mama said, "You now Colombian." I was like, "That's what's up." I mean, it's a big deal, and I love it. I love it. I love being able to celebrate uh, Colombia's Independence Day and to send my family now support by sending them flags and stuff, and they did the same for me. Heck, when we talked about Juneteenth, I introduced them to Juneteenth, and guess what? They accepted. They didn't even know anything about it, but yet they were like, "Let's talk about this. Tell us, share more information with us. Let's get to know your culture."
Yes. And some of the things that maybe we don't talk about is the your reaction when you know that I was from Barranquilla and he started just looking for info about my city and my cultural background, and he always asked me things about my culture and my Spanish, my language. He you used to take classes to speak
Hmm.
Spanish,
Yeah.
and he asked me, how do you pronounce this? And I just send the audio with the right intonation, the
Hmm.
right pronunciation. It's something like the way he was interested in my culture and my family, and that was something that I like, but because that means that he wants to be part of my family.
Yeah, and that's what I would say to brothers. Brothers, it don't matter where you're going. I would say really, really, really spend the time to get to know
Yes.
their culture. Try to learn the language if you can. Do the best you can because they appreciate the fact that you're trying. And if when you can come back and ask questions, and I learned so much, I'm telling you, I learned so much about South America. I feel like I could be a tour guide. I feel like you plant me down there, I can tell you all everywhere to go because I learned so much about it because I cared about her and I cared about her family, and I show my care and love by learning about them and being to have those intelligent conversations and ask those questions.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because um speaking of the language, that's one of the things that I've noticed. You know, I try to stress that the guys, try to at least learn the basics. It'll get
Hmm.
you a long way. It really does. I noticed they seem to be more welcoming once they notice that at least you're trying to learn the language.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, let's see. I really really have any more questions. I didn't want to keep you guys longer than an hour. We've been like a little over an hour. Um, let's see, and I didn't see anything else in the chat. I think I'm caught up. Um, did you guys have anything that you wanted to speak on, or did you have any questions about me, or any suggestions? Outside of y'all wanting me to go to Barranquilla.
Hmm.
That's my suggestion.
That is the suggestion. That is it. I mean, really and truly, we appreciate the opportunity that you have given to us
Thank
to kind of get us kick started in this space to be able to talk about how we connected and that um, love is real, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in your backyard or in your city. It could be internationally. It could be anywhere. But we just really just want to just we're grateful just for this opportunity because you mean a lot to us, and this is something that we know, even though we have never physically met, but we know we are going to be following you as long as you continue to do it. And when you stop doing it, we're going to be there to play dominoes with you and make you have to get a therapist for that reason because we're going to beat you so bad in dominoes. But
Oh,
nonetheless, when you do find your person, and we mean this from the bottom of our hearts, Rome, when you do find your person, no matter where it's at, you let us know because we want to be there right next to you and say congratulations and welcome you to our family.
oh, okay
Yes.
then. Yeah, okay. I'll definitely do that. I got a few other people that I'm gonna have to invite as well. Um, yeah, definitely. Thank you for coming on and taking the time. I really appreciate that. I'm glad we finally got to catch up. Whenever you guys start your channel, please reach out to me. Let me know. Um, I would I would love the opportunity for you guys to come back on. I'm actually because I want to do kind of like a full on panel
Hmm.
of like multiple people and have these conversations in the future. Yeah, if I can, we could try to figure out to get Miss Darlene here. get her. Try to
Yeah.
get
The
her.
barbecues, yes.
I'm trying to get her and Miss Lily. Both of them are Latina. I'm trying to get. I would like to get all three of y'all on at the same time, and definitely chop it up a little bit more, go a little bit deeper. Because I think I may be on to something.
You
I
are.
might be on to something because I got a couple other interviews lined up. I got supposed to be lined up with somebody. I think she's like Filipina and Thai. I'm not sure. And think I'm supposed to be interviewing another couple. I'm not sure. I gotta go through my emails again, but I definitely want to have you guys back again in the future. Um, Definitely keep in touch. And again, congratulations
Thanks.
on
Thank
getting
you.
married.
Thanks.
Um,
Thank you.
and God bless you and good luck on your future endeavors. And everybody who had a super chat, I want to thank you guys. And any last words before we leave?
Somebody in the chat said it. I forgot who said it, but they caught my eye when he said that I think he was talking about us, that we're not combatants, we're teammates. We're on a team.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I just want to point that out and say this is the best feeling in the world to finally have somebody that is my teammate, that is right here with me, that we can enjoy life together and we not fight each other in the process, because that's not what a relationship, that's not what love is about. And I'm so glad, I'm so happy that I found my Belle, my person. And you best believe I'm gonna be holding on to her until I can't do it no more. And then I'm gonna leave crumbs in the next life for us to meet up there. So we got this.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Well, I'm like, well, again, thank you
Thanks,
guys for coming on
Arlene.
to the show. All right. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. All right. Let this couple enjoy their evening and the rest of their weekend.
You take
Adios.
Bye.
care.
Adiós.
Ciao.
Chaito.
Saludos.
Saludos. Que estén bien.
Yo, that was, yo, hey, yo, shout out to Eric and Belle. Yo, that, I like that couple. Man. You know what, Eric? We might have to chop it up, man. I want to go to Colombia first, man. Man, I know. I mean, yeah, bro. Like for real, man. Like, bro. Like Shadow Slayer, man. Like you don't understand, man. Like that's where my heart at, bro. Damn. And I'm like, shit, Shadow Slayer, bro. Did you not just see what? Did you not just see? Did you not just see that man's wife? Huh? Oh nah, don't sleep, bro. It's some Asian women that got that tan skin, but Colombian women, man. Oh my God, bruh. Oh, Shadow Slayer. Okay, I see how you gonna do me. All right, all right. Yeah, I was considering that too, Dino, man, because Colombia is a shorter flight. Thailand is like literally a 24 hour or more flight. Like, bro, man, Eric is winning, man. Jesus Christ. Because I wasn't even expecting her accent to be that strong. I was like, when I first opened the stream, and I was kind of like, whoa, okay. Right. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, cause I think she said she was like partially black too. I'm like, wouldn't surprise me. So Intech one with the $5 super chat said, "Home is where the heart is. Had to learn that the hard way. It is not a physical place or a specific thing. Thailand is where my heart is." Hey, shout out to you, bro. Hey, and that's the crazy thing. It ain't like I don't want to go to Thailand, but bruh, I gotta give you one, B hole. I gotta give you one that. I gotta give you one on that one.
Flawless victory.
Real. I gotta give you one on that one. Nah, Antoine. It's actually like go look them up. Matter of fact, ask Global Passport crew. Hey, tell them, bro. I'm like a flight to Thailand is 24 hours minimum. Yeah, that's another thing to factor in. It would be cheaper. I'm like, cause even Belle mentioned that. She was like, it's closer, it's cheaper. She was like, you'll have more options. I'm like, at this point, I'm about ready to email Eric back and be like, yo, when are y'all going to Barranquilla? Right, yeah. See, told you, bruh. You see, he meant to say 24 to 30 hours with layovers. Yeah, I've seen flights as long as 30 hours too, Global Passport crew. Hey, he's silly, man. Original Man 50 with the $2 super chat says, hook up with the Filipina P. Hey, you know what? Hey, I might shoot my shot. For real. I'm like, the Filipina P is cute. She a cutie pie. Well, you know what, Professor Max? I'd imagine so, probably because what? Okay, I was wondering. It was acting weird for a minute. Yeah, I'd imagine so because they still using U.S. currency. So yeah, I kind of expect them to be expensive. Like, plus you don't even need a passport to go there. So it's like I'll put that like way down the line. I don't know. I'm like, what? You think I should reach out to her 1st? Mm-hmm. You said Cali and Rio de Janeiro. For real, for real. If I'm gonna go to Brazil, man, I would. I don't. I don't know. I'm starting to hear guys say that you should like kind of like spread out, man. I'm hearing of other cities in Brazil that I should try if I was gonna go there. Like beyond like Rio probably wouldn't even be my first destination. I probably want to try one of these other cities they're talking about. Because from what I hear, Rio don't even have the most attractive women in Brazil. believe it or not. I'm like, but I'm just going off of what people say that have been there before. So, yeah, you know what? I would say between this one and the one from yesterday, like, definitely, man. Yeah, Dread Mike 73. She been going in on him. Man, I'm telling y'all. You know what? And you know what, bro? That's exactly what I'm gonna do, man. I'm really taking my time, bro. I am in no rush, bro. It's like I am, but I ain't, man. Cause God, I really want to go to Colombia, man. Like y'all, I'm like, bro. I just spent the last hour. I'm like hearing that Colombian accent, and now I'm supposed to act like I don't want to, like I don't want to go to Colombia first, man. Come on, it's over, man. Hey, you know what? Hey, he right, y'all. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on Panama, man. There's some beautiful women in Panama too. I've seen them and heard. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. I didn't know you can go to Guam without a passport. Okay. Original man. Oh, who? Hey, hey, y'all better not be talking about my YouTube wife. Let me come over there and get y'all, man. So y'all just know I'm just messing with y'all, bro. Hey, let me see something real quick, you guys. All right, liking what I'm seeing on the likes. Hey, if you didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button on your way out. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Yeah, man. I'm over here being I'm over here being persuaded, Eric. I really am. I really am. Good God, man. This is tough. This is gonna be tougher than I thought, man. It really is. I thought making this decision was gonna be easy, man. It really isn't. It really isn't. Please hit the like button on your way out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. All right. Y'all be safe tomorrow. Happy Halloween. If I don't go live tomorrow, because I was thinking about going live tomorrow, but I might not. All right. Shout out to Miss Darlene. Buenos noches. Leave my YouTube wife alone, for otherwise I'm gonna come for y'all. It's like, nah, I'm just talking. But seriously, yo, thank you guys, man. Appreciate the love and support. All right. To the next video. Deuces. And y'all already know how we ride out.